Welcome to the Better Together podcast for real estate agents. I'm Kiki King, your host. We are transitioning into a different type of market. And to prepare you, we'll be talking about the top 5 skills that you'll need as a real estate agent. So Brian, you've been a realtor for almost 20 years. And Brian is also a managing partner here at Locations, as well as a coach who has mentored many agents into successful careers. So Brian, you actually started your career off at a small firm, right?
Yes, Kiki, I started off in a small firm. I figured that's the best way to get my feet wet into real estate. And coming from a small company with 8 to 10 agents, I was only introduced to their resources, which I thought was great, until I came to Locations, where it was just an eye-opener, much more tools for me to succeed in this career. And I was able to broaden my horizon, and that's where I'm here today. So with this transitioning market, we can no longer tell the same story we've been telling a couple years ago. With the interest rates changing, buyer preferences has changed, seller homes being on the market a little longer than usual. We gotta now adapt and improve. For skill number 1, you have to have strong presentation skills. You now have to have the ability to create the interest in a buyer rather than servicing the interest in a buyer. And now your buyer presentations has to be a totally different story, and letting them know what opportunities there are for them in the market, because the media will totally tell them a different story. And a lot of them will be caught up in the negative stigma. And as us as real estate agents, we now become real estate advisors, where we advise them the truth and opportunities that they now have in this transitioning market.
And we're very fortunate that we have our very own in-house research department. They create customizable and unique data so that our agents are able to tell that story to their clients more effectively. And our marketing department creates some really polished and professional looking presentations.
Yes, I really love those presentations. It helps me deliver to my clients in a professional manner the truth about the market right now, and they can easily see the data and where the trends are headed in the market. So the data that Locations provide is unbelievable. I can take a listing in Waikele or on the North Shore or in Hawaii Kai, and I need information in the neighborhood, I can get it just by a click of a button. And that helps to show my clients and give them the knowledge to make better decisions on their purchases.
That's exciting. So let's move on to tip number 2. What is your second tip for our agents?
So for tip number 2 is proactive selling. So remember I mentioned that now we have to create an interest in our clients instead of waiting to service them. Now we gotta actually go out and call them and create that interest and let them know of all the opportunities out there. So it's different from before, and now you gotta have those skills in touching bases and building relationships again, which in the busy market, a lot of the real estate agents had no time to do those kind of things. So that is important.
Yeah, and the nice thing is that Locations has our marketing department does drip campaigns and email pushes for you to your clients so that you remain top of mind for them.
Yeah, and that social media.
Yes.
They do a great job on
social media, on TV.
So for tip number 3 is branding yourself. As a real estate agent, there's no such thing as a slow time. You're either busy servicing your clients or busy branding yourself with marketing.
That's true. That's very true. So when you're talking about branding yourself, what does that look like for a real estate agent?
Well, you want to be top of mind in all of your agents, your clients, your family and friends. And a lot of times when the market is just taking off, super busy, a lot of agents just sway from branding themselves and marketing because they don't really have that much time. Here at Locations, our branding is awesome. They help me actually continue my branding during the busy times in the market. And now when we expect a slow activity in this upcoming market, that's where a new agent or an experienced agent can take time to even enforce their brand by calling up their clients, their past clients, building their relationships, getting their marketing out more, their calendars, their farming and all of that, those kind of things. So when the time comes, when the market gets busy again, all those seeds that they planted is ready, and they're ready to give you a call when they're ready to buy or sell.
So what I'm hearing you say is that at a time when the market activity slows down, it's a perfect time to double down and reinvest in your own branding as an agent, whether that's it sounds to me like branding could be anything that keeps you top of mind in front of people, in front of your clients, whether that's postcard mailers, whether that's social media, whether it's calling your clients or developing those relationships and strengthening those relationships with outside brokers. And even at locations, we have programs like retail, where you can sit retail kiosks in the mall and be in front of people all the time. So I really like that advice. I think that's great advice for our agents who are watching this podcast today. All right, Brian, so why don't you take us to tip number 4?
So tip number 4, I would say, is controlling your controllables. What I mean by that is a lot of things that in the market we can't control. We can't control interest rates, we can't control inventory, but what we can control is our attitude. Your attitude, your mindset, your grit is all the skills you're gonna need to succeed in this new market. For branding and marketing, it's a repetitious job, and you don't have any instantaneous results. But that's where your mindset has to be strong. You gotta keep on going at it, keep on doing it, and later on you see the fruits of your investment. So for example, it's just like going to the gym. If you go work out in just one day, you're not gonna get results. You gotta continuously have consistency in your program. You gotta work at it, just like your branding. You're not gonna see the results in one postcard or one calendar. You gotta continuously do it. So you have to have the right mindset to keep you focused in this repetitious task, so that you don't quit before the fruits of your labor actually shows itself. So having the right attitude, not falling into the negativity of the media, because if you fall for it, then your clients, that's the same story you're really telling your clients as well.
That's true.
So you gotta protect your mind and your attitude by focusing on the positives and the opportunities that the market shows, that is giving at that time. So I would say your number 4 skill is controlling your attitude and all the controllables you can. Another controllable that you can control is your process. You can now improve on your sales process that you have with your clients. On a slow market, that's an opportunity for you as a real estate agent to sharpen your tools, be more efficient, see where you can help with your communications better, objection handling, all of those kind of things. And getting coaches. Here at locations, we have a lot of resources to help you. That we have free coaching that they can help one-on-one on your presentations or your objection handling. And now we have different classes as well.
So that is a great reminder, Brian. In a time when the market is slowing down, things are changing and shifting all around us, it's easy for agents to feel like their business and a lot of the things in their life are out of their control. So that reminder to control our attitude, our process, and our mindset, that's a really great tip. So why don't you take us home, Brian, with tip number 5?
Well, tip number 5 is educating yourself with the loan products now. Because what's causing the shift in the market is the interest rates. People now have to get creative in their financing just to find out where they can make ends meet so that they can purchase the home that they desire. So a good salesman knows their products. In the past, we didn't have to know about the loan products because it sold itself with the low interest rates. But now we have to introduce and educate the new loan products out there that the lenders are creatively offering, and the media doesn't do that. Nobody does that. But
a good real estate agent will.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's where that skill set now of knowing the loan products will help you as an agent, and having that skill will better educate not only yourself but even your clients, where they can see opportunities that they would have never ever seen unless you told them about it. So sit with your loan officers now in your buyer's presentations. In the past, we didn't have to because it was just a rush kind of get our offer in and all that kind of stuff. But now that we have time, now you should be sitting in and understanding the products as well. So when you have your next client, you're at least proficient enough to summarize and tell them about the different loan programs. And also, if you're chatting with new clients, you have a better understanding of their situation up front, and you can already entice them or excite them about loan programs that they have, like 2-1 buy downs, VA assumables that's going around. So a lot of different portfolio loans. So without you having that knowledge, you're pretty much disservicing your clients right now. So, and that's my number 5 tip, is educating yourself on the loan products that is available for our clients right now.
That's a really good tip, because a lot of those loan products that you just mentioned were non-existent in offers over these past couple of years. So I think that's a really good key, is to know your product, know what can help your clients. So as we wrap up, Bryan, with your almost 20 years of experience, I want you to speak to our viewers with, if you had to leave them with one tip, what is your one tip that you would give to agents who are experiencing this transition in the market?
So my number 1 piece of advice I would give an agent is to really take care of yourself, your body, your mind, to endure all of the mental shifts, not only the market shifts, but the mental shifts that goes along with being a successful realtor. The market changes, the shift changes, client changes all over. You have to be built to handle those swings, and having the proper nutrition, proper rest, taking care of your body, exercise, all of that, and getting you focused is my best advice. Because how can you give professional service to your clients when yourself is not in that mindset, and your body is not, your body and mind is not ready to deliver that kind of excellent service? So that's my number 1 tip, is taking care of yourself so you can be the best person you are, and you can deliver the best service to your clients.
What well-rounded advice we got today. So we talked about 5 sales tips, 5 sales skills that you'll need going into this transitioning market, as well as that self-care tip, which is always very important. So just to recap, the top 5 sales skills that we'll need going into this transitioning market are: number 1, strengthening our presentation skills; number 2, being more proactive in how we sell and being a real estate advisor versus just a real estate agent; number 3, branding yourself, doubling down to invest in your branding, in being in front of people and being top of mind; number 4, controlling your controllables; and number 5, educating yourself with loan products. And thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Better Together podcast for real estate agents. I'm your host, Kiki King, and be sure to keep watching for more content on how to build a thriving and well-rounded real estate business.
All right, Kiki podcast with Brian, take one.
Welcome to the Better Together podcast for real estate agents. I'm Kiki King, your host. And today we... Can we do it one more time, please?
Take two.
We're headed into a new type of... Can I just start from there again? And to prepare you... Why can't I get this? Why don't you do the intro, Brian?
My name is Kiki King, and I'm your host.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, Kiki. Kiki with Brian, take 4. 1. Industry, starting.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
A different story that we've been telling years and years from now. Not from now.
Right.
Yeah, go. Oh, number 11.
No, this is actually Kiki with Brian, take 20.
We can no longer tell the same story we've been telling a couple years ago. Things. That was good.
I'm sorry that we were good.
Market's busy, you're busy servicing your clients. When the market is slow, you're busy. Did I say busy?
Yeah, what word?
We're on take 50 already.
We out. Peace. We out. Drop the mic.
Yeah? Come on. One more time.
We out.
Yeah. Your B-boy stands.
I know. We're done.